I love Xenoblade, more specifically Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I played it roughly 2 years ago, and it has both instantly and continued to be the best game that I personally have ever played. Now if I told you this a month prior, you would probably not give a shit, but due to recent events, now I no longer like Xenoblade for the gameplay, the world building, the characters, the story. I like it because I'm horny.
I'm gonna preach.
Which is true, but it's because of all this new exposure I wanted to come out as a fan of the game and tell you why my dick being hard isn't the only reason I play it. Hell, I don't even need the game to take care of that. Xenoblade 2 is one of the most in-depth JRPGs I have ever played, and for someone that started playing 2 years ago, I still have so much to learn. For people that enjoy having full control and customization of the way your team is built and plays, this is the perfect game for you. You can switch up your drivers, who have 3 blades that can also be switched up, who all have different pouch items and aux cores. Some of them even got costumes. Getting tired of Rex? Boom, best character in the game. Okay, you tired of her somehow? Boom, Furby. Then there's the world of Allrest itself, a land so vast and great in scale that it's kinda ironic that most of the story focuses on how little land there is actually left. There's so much to do, so much to explore, and you never feel like you've been everywhere or done everything that needs to be done. Every Titan you explore has a unique style and feel to them that makes them not only fun to explore, but also just take in and look at. Going off of that too, this game looks incredible. Some of the best graphics on the Switch, and this isn't even a new game, it's got some dust on it. Even then, it's still beating out bigger games like Sword and Shield and keeping up with other Nintendo greats like Breath of the Wild. Funny I mentioned that too because the company behind Xenoblade, Monolith Soft, actually split in 2 teams, with half the team going to help over with Link's game, while the other half was trying to finish this one. And it still looks amazing, and don't even get me started on that music!
Shut up!
Lastly, we got the story. Now, Xenoblade is a big game with a big story that covers a lot of different topics, whether it be race, death, reincarnation, nihilism, family, self-worth, time, religion, depression, morality, and we haven't even scratched the surface. It does this all very well, using its characters and exaggerating them to a point that they seem like caricatures of these ideas, while using Rex, who at face value seems like a generic Shonen Jump protagonist, as an anchor for all of these different topics, sort of acting as the devil's advocate, being someone who chooses to be better and faces the problems head on, despite how challenging they may be, except when he doesn't. The game really takes advantage of its long runtime and the usage of optional heart-to-hearts between characters, as well as showing us the villain's perspective to further widen our point of view, and use the relationship between humans, blades, and titans, showing how they all rely on one another, but also conflict, to create a story flexible enough to cover all these topics well enough to provide the viewer a greater perspective on all these topics while not forcing it onto them, playing both sides very well and never drawing a clear, correct answer. So yeah, that's why I like Xenoblade. A bit of a TLDR. You don't gotta agree with me. Xenoblade doesn't have a gray area. You either love it or hate it. But for me, it's a passionate love. I've played a lot of games before Xenoblade 2 and a lot of games since, both good and bad. Yet this game still stands strong as my favorite game of all time. And I hope my little video on it will persuade you guys to at least give it a try, so you can form an opinion on it yourself, because although I can't guarantee you'll like it the same way I did, I at least want people to give the game a chance, instead of, you know.